Good morning, everyone. Excited that they're starting BOGOs on a Tuesday. That gives us a Monday to let everybody know. And that's what we're talking about today. So, really excited about that. In fact, I think Tuesday is just the BOGO box. Let me double check my notes on my phone. I think Tuesday is just the BOGO box. If you want to buy the box, that's the day to do it. I think it will be available throughout the week until it sells out. Once it's sold out, it's gone. And there are a couple cool features that they do with the BOGO box. So, beginning Tuesday, only while supplies last. So, if it sells out midday Tuesday, right? They're saying once it sells out, it sells out. They try to do a lot because BOGOs are fun and we love them. And we always kind of hope that we get one in November. Sometimes they throw one in for us in November. So, yay for BOGOs. Um, Individual BOGOs will run from Wednesday the 16th through Saturday the 19th. Ooh, and they don't always do Saturday, so that's always fun to find out. Okay, let's start the thing. Let me tell you a couple of things. Also, let me share my screen here really quickly. A couple of things about BOGO Box is they are allowing enrollment. It is a free enrollment, even though the BOGO Box is only 140 PV. Excuse me, 140 PV. They're allowing the free enrollment with that. And so anybody who's been kind of on the fence and they want to get enrolled, especially if they went to any of the post-convention events where they're going to get 100 free, like 100 points free or 100 doTERRA dollars free. This is a great way to get them started. Yay for that. So, BOGO because we love free. I always say that. I love free stuff. Get all the free stuff you can. So, the best deal in town, 140 PV, $140. I don't know that it always works out that way. Plus free enrollment. So, anybody who's been on the fence, this is a great deal. You're going to get some great oils, the ones that we know. We don't know the other oils. They're mystery oils. They're probably going to let us know each day what they are. That's how they used to do it back before BOGO Box, back before whatever, when they did BOGOs. We'd wake up each morning to find out what that day's BOGO was. There was no option to combine them in a box, and this I love. I love this. You still have the option to wake up each morning if you're like, I don't want the box. That way, then you can just get the individual BOGOs. And if you buy the box and you still want to buy more of the individual BOGOs, maybe there's one that you absolutely love, you can still do that. It's fantastic. The other cool thing about the box is, especially for people who live away from Pleasant Grove, who have their orders shipped to them, you can just pay shipping one time, except that it's free. If you do this as an enrollment order, it's free shipping. And if you do this on LRP, and I will show you at the end how to set up a second LRP. Because if you've been building your, like, hold up. It's not even the 15th yet. If you buy this before the 15th, you're going to get your product of the month. So like, let's say you've been building your LRP for November or December, depending on when you fire your LRP, when you process it. If you don't want to mess with that, but you want to buy the BOGO box on an LRP so that you get the free shipping and the points, then I want to show you how to set up a second one that you can delete yourself immediately once you're done. So, one other bonus with the BOGO box is Northern Escape. That will not be one of the individual BOGOs. You only get that with the BOGO box, which is what makes the BOGO box an even better deal. So, obviously, we're going to buy 4 oils. Do you see that? There are 4 there that we know of. And we're going to get 5 free. We don't know what they are yet. But you're not going to get the Northern Escape unless you buy the box. At that point, you're buying 4 oils and you're getting 6 free. So, yay. Okay, let's move on and talk about these. On Guard. Great oil to have during the winter, great oil to have anytime. This was so hard to get a hold of, I feel like, the last few years, just because everybody was buying it up, at least the products. So I always had oil on hand in case I needed to make more hand soap, if I needed to make more sanitizer, or whatever I needed to do. So it's a combination of wild orange, clove, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary. Fun fact, when they talked about eucalyptus at convention and how they did the blend now with the 4 different types, one of those types that they put in the blend is the one that occurs in here. It's different than what we used to have as the single eucalyptus. There are very few species. There might only be one of eucalyptus that's ingestible, and that's the one that you find in the On Guard blend. So I love the access we have to the different oils. Anyway, diffusing, I diffuse it all the time. If you want to make it last longer, you could take any of those oils and boost it with those. I oftentimes add a little bit more wild orange and clove to mine. So, and I think clove was the product of the month this month. So you can add to it if you want to extend it further or just diffuse it the way it is. I've never thought of diffusing it with lavender to cleanse the air and boost seasonal immune function. That's a fun idea. And then you can do your own hand mist if you want to make your own. When you're the sanitizing mist, when yours is empty, you could refill it, make your own. It's not going to be identical to doTERRA's, but there are DIY recipes for it, and you can do that. Like I bought vodka just for doing that. I may need it. Yeah, the vodka for the On Guard sanitizing mist. And then I stopped using rubbing alcohol when I researched that one a little bit more. But you can also spray surfaces and all with that. I use that a lot. So I go through my bottles very quickly and I love remaking my own. Spray doorknobs, just all the things. The things I used to use Lysol on, I'll use my On Guard mist, sanitizing mist. Place a drop or two. Oh, drop in 2 ounces of water and gargle. You guys, those oils are fantastic for oral health. I promise you we will get to that. I need to do that. I was waiting for the mouthwash to be back in stock, but we may just need to do a call on oral health. That way you guys are all ready to buy it up as soon as it's back in stock. But phenomenal. On Guard has that clove especially is so good for oral health. And when you know what it does and how it impacts the whole rest of your body, it's super important to be using that On Guard and that clove and all. 1 to 2 drops in a veggie cap to support immune function. If you don't want to buy the soft gels and it's one more added expense and you have the oil, just put a couple drops in a veggie cap and take it that way. And there, of course, are some diffuser blends you can do. Few more recipes. There, diffuser blends with On Guard. I'll just pause here for a second. If you watch the replay, you can pause it on here and write those down or copy those out. Cassia. So Cassia... Sorry, I've got my diffuser, my bubble just diffusing right here in my face. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, blends well with ginger, Siberian fir, wild orange, lavender, grapefruit, clove, and On Guard. I love when people share what it blends well with, considering Cassia is a very strong smell. Very, very strong. It's a close relative of cinnamon, although it's not cinnamon. So people who are allergic to cinnamon oftentimes are fine with Cassia. So diffuse 1 to 2 drops with Siberian fir. That's a fun one. I can't see. Oh, Morgan said they also announced at post-convention that they're getting rid of the normal eucalyptus and will only have the blend. Let me see if I can get back. Hold on. When I'm in this keynote, it doesn't let me do the other functions of things. I can't get rid of it now in 1 second. My cursor does not want to show up. There we go. I got rid of it. Okay, so yeah, you only have the eucalyptus blend, but it's more complex and I think it'll be better for you. So uses for Cassia: diffuse with Siberian fir for winter months for a festive aroma. Add 1 drop to your favorite dinner recipe for a sweet cinnamon-like flavor. Place 1 drop in 2 ounces of water with lemon to aid in digestion. Fun fact, most of the cinnamon that we have in the US that we sprinkle on our food is actually Cassia. So you're actually very familiar with this flavor and this smell. Take 1 to 2 drops in veggie caps to support cardiovascular and immune health. Such a great oil. And then some diffuser blends there. The ginger snap, I think, is a fun one. Afternoon sun, that's an interesting blend. That'll be fun to do. And fall leaves. Some fun ones there. And then some more diffuser blends. You see some repeated from the previous page, but then some extras there. So that's a fun one. One time I broke a bottle of Cassia in my garage on the cement floor, and my garage smelled like Cassia for months. It doesn't take much Cassia, so that's exciting about that one. Especially where the cinnamon is so much more expensive and comes in the smaller bottle. It's fun to have cassia in there. Roman chamomile, another one, another favorite, especially with little ones or for sensitive skin or for anything skin and calming. Roman chamomile is amazing. It was out of stock for, gosh, a good year a while back, and you feel it when it's gone. You're like, oh, I missed that. I really need it. So it blends well with lavender, copaiba, geranium, wild orange, balance, vetiver, marjoram, and bergamot or majoram, however you want to say that one. Diffuse with lavender at bedtime. Apply to help. Where am I? Apply to skin to help soothe minor irritations. Add 1 to 2 drops to a warm cup of tea. Most of us have heard of chamomile tea. Rub into the feet of a fussy child to soothe and calm before bedtime. I think there are people who use this also for teething, just along the jawline, just to help them calm with that fussiness. Add 1 to 2 drops to your skin and hair products to promote healthy looking skin and hair. And then some diffuser blends there. All of them are kind of calming. That Roman chamomile is known for that, right? Bright, calming, and sweet. And then some more diffuser blends. It's a great one. You find it in blends, but a lot of times we don't buy it on its own. So fun to do this in the BOGO week and get it in the BOGO box. I want to say it's in Serenity and some other blends. Deep blue. Can never have too much deep blue. What's in it? There you go. Wintergreen camphor, peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, blue chamomile, which is a German chamomile, and osmanthus. So massage with a few drops of carrier oil onto growing kids' legs before bedtime. I know back before we had the stick, people would add a few drops of the oil to the rub, so put it in that lotion and massage it in just to intensify the deep blue in there. I would think with the stick, you could do the same thing, add a drop to the stick and then massage that in with the deep blue stick. Apply to sore joints to support joint inflammation. Apply on feet and knees before and after exercise. Rub deep blue on lower back muscles after a day of heavy lifting. I mean, really just anything, aches and pains and all of that, muscle and joint. It's fantastic. Such a fantastic blend. And you can blend it with some copaiba and lavender and some peppermint there to make a roller bottle. And I thought that was a fun fact. Did you know wintergreen contains renewing and restorative properties? It also has an uplifting, fresh aroma that can stimulate the senses. Wintergreen's a fantastic oil. Also the reason that there's a child safety lid on it. But some more roller recipes using deep blue and adding to that. So, oh, I need that bone support one for someone. So there you go, muscle support. Just some different oils that really do blend well with the properties and benefits of deep blue. Then the fun freebie, if you buy the box, Northern Escape. The oils in it: black spruce, Siberian fir, clove bud, balsam fir, lavandin, cedarwood, or lavandin. I need to look that one up still. Cedarwood, cypress, hinoki, frankincense, nutka, and cananga. So some fun oils in there that we can't buy on their own. Fun way to get them in a great smell, especially for winter time. Add 5 drops to a 4-ounce spray bottle with water and use to wipe down countertops. These are really good cleansing oils for the air, for the countertops, for wherever. Diffuse 1 to 2 drops to create a fresh and uplifting environment. You can add a drop to your daily skincare routine to support oily skin. Also really good for if you have areas of your skin that are darker. This can help tone and brighten areas of your skin. So that black spruce especially and Siberian fir are especially good for skin. And evening out the skin tone. That's what I was trying to think of. Apply to soles of feet and pulse points for a grounding experience. Because trees have deep roots, especially these trees, then it's very grounding for us as well. Some diffuser blends, Northern Lights, of course, where that black spruce comes from, the Borealis Forest way up north, Winter Sun, Fresh Walk, just some fun different diffuser blends, and then some more. It's great on its own, but you can also try it with any of these. Okay, so we don't know the rest of the oils for the week. I won't know them until daily, just like you. I will do my best to post, at least on my personal page. I will try to post on my team page benefits of the oils as they announce them, in case anybody needs to know what benefits those different oils have. Does anybody have any question? Oh, I'm going to hop over and show you if I can get up on stop share. I am going to show you maybe how to set up your second LRP for anybody that needs to do that. So let me share my screen again, and I'm going to get my browser window open. Go ahead and get logged in here, and I'll get this shared. Okay, let me share. There we go. Okay, hopefully you can see this. So let me make this larger. When you log in, let me move my face. This is where it takes me. Shop now. So you can do, that's cool. I didn't notice that before. I usually pop over here to the menu. Anyway, you can go right into your loyalty order. You can just start shopping. And let me show you what happens when you start shopping. So if I were to do, I can't do it right now because it's a BOGO box. It's not available yet. Hold on. Let me just try it with something else. But this is what you'll do for the BOGO box. You'll go in and type it in. You can see I've been looking to see if the mouthwash is back yet. Oh, let's do this since is this available now? By the way, guys, this restorative hand cream was the first thing to sell out. So if you missed that or you want more, buy the set. It's now available. I think it wasn't supposed to be available until tomorrow, but maybe not. Anyway, there you go. So I'm going to add it to my bag. You see it's up in my bag. It's going to ask me when I go to review my order if I want to add it to my existing loyalty order or if I want to create a new one. I'm going to create a new one. And it's warning me, it's like you already have an existing loyalty order scheduled. By proceeding, you're setting up an additional one. I said, okay, continue. Pick a date. I always just pick the latest date I can. I'll pick Christmas Eve. Save date and shop. And then it's going to take me in here where I can see what I have on this order. Now, then from here, I would proceed to checkout. I do pickup, so I'm going to do pickup there. The BOGO box will have free shipping. And it's not liking this because on an LRP, this is a one-time product. I think the BOGO box you won't have to, but every so often you have to add something that is a recurring item. So I always do a lip balm because I always need lip balm. So I'll add a lip balm for personal consumption. Always check that box. This is, anyway, you pay taxes on wholesale pricing, not on retail. If you're going to resell all of this and you're like, I'm opening up a store, then you don't do personal consumption. Anyway, so I'm going to do pickup. I'm going to do, here's where I'm picking it up. And then I would proceed to checkout, and it's going to tell me, I'm not able to select save and process later. Same thing with BOGO box. Hopefully it won't let you. I had people do that with something else. They thought they could save it and process it later, and they missed out on the freebies. So in order to get the BOGO box, you do have to do it, process it tomorrow, the day that you do it, or whatever day. Proceed to checkout, and then process now to complete your order. So I have all my stuff there, whatever I'm doing, and then I would process now. I'm not going to do that right now, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, for the sake of this, I'm going to go back to my bag because this is the way I know how to do it. I'm going to review my order. I'm going to take this off of here so that it will let me save this and process to the 24th so that I can show you then, once you've processed your order for BOGO box, what you'll do. So I'm going to do save and process on December 24th. Let's pretend I just processed it right now. Now I'm going to go back to shop. It's taken me out of there. You can see my shopping bag is empty. So now I have 2 loyalty orders sitting here. I don't want to mess with this one because I want that to process in December. I already did mine for this month. I am going to go in and update my products on the one that I just did, the quote BOGO box one. And I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and delete this loyalty order. It says, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I have a different one. It will not let me delete my last one. They don't want us, like, here, I'll show you. If I go into update products and I only have one LRP order set up, there is no option to delete it. I have to call in order to do that because they do not want us to accidentally delete our LRP and lose our percentage or lose our points, which is what would happen. So that's how you do it. You go and set up a second LRP, and then once you're done, be sure to go back in and delete it so it doesn't process again. Anyway, does anybody have any questions or anything to add on to that? If not, I will wrap this up. All right, great. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. If you think of questions later, please just comment wherever you see this posted.
Thanks, Heather. You did a great job.
Thank you.